So, how long have you been friends with Natalia?
3 years.
And so, I know, tell me about the first time you met Natalia and how you felt about her and how you feel about her now.
I don't really remember the first time I met Natalia, but I do remember like the first time we worked together, and it was like this like guest teacher, and we had to like write our own little thing, and me, Shelby, and Natalia were like partners, and we wrote stories about like problems we were having with our families. So that was like our one big like bonding moment, because we hadn't really talked before then, and then after that we were like nobody could separate us. So what else am I supposed to say?
Just talk about Natalia now, how you relate to her.
Oh, okay. Well, Natalia's become like a sister to me. She's been like, it's weird to say this, but she's like a second mom to me, because she literally, everything I need, anything that's bothering me, she like takes care of it. She has been the one keeping me together all these years, and like, if there's nobody else, I always know that she's gonna get it, she's gonna understand, and she's gonna help me fix it, because, yeah, I get myself into a lot of things I shouldn't, and she's always there to mop it up.
Okay, good.
Is that it?
Okay, keep going.
Okay, so I really want you, Natalia, to know that I thank you so much for everything you've done for me, you know, and I hope you know that everything you do, I see it and I appreciate it, and thank you a million times. Thank you.
Okay, so you work with Riley in several fashion shows, right?
Yeah.
And Riley's like a really creative girl. So I don't know, talk to me about Riley. How is she this different person? What sets Riley apart?
Riley's one of those people that I think it's really easy to judge Riley really fast and not ever get to know who she really is. And that sucks, because she is like one of the funnest girls I know. Like, I never expected us to be as close as we are, but she really is one of my best friends now. And I think my favorite thing about Riley is she's just really, I don't want to say chill, but like, yeah, she's that's dumb. That I need to think of something better than that. I don't know. She's one of those people that is a genuinely nice person, and that's hard to find. Like, there's a lot of layers to get past once you find the real her, but once you do, like, you're never gonna find anybody like her. So that's what I gotta say about Riley.
So you guys are both friends of Shelby's, right?
Shelby's. That's a good way to say it. Okay, sorry.
So just talk about Shelby. She's this crazy, fiery redhead, and
okay, for me, Shelby is like another me in a different color. Like, literally, anything that I don't think, anything a normal person wouldn't understand about me, Shelby gets it. Like, every single dark, dirty thing that you would never tell anybody, I know I can trust Shelby with it, and she keeps it, and she takes care of it, and yeah. That's my favorite thing about Shelby. Like, if there's like nobody else that I know, like, I don't know who to go to, it's like, okay, Shelby will take it. Shelby's gonna understand this, even though I don't understand it. So,
even that includes being weird too, because that girl is the craziest person I've ever met in my life. And
yeah, I think she brings that out of you.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my gosh.
Even when I'm trying to be normal, I'm like, Shelby, we're in public.
She's like,
nope. She's not gonna let you. She's just gonna wild it out wherever we are.
But she's awesome in that way. I love her for that, because there's nobody else I can fully
be yourself around. She's always herself. That's something I admire about her.
Yeah.
Like, she's never pretending, and that's awesome.
okay. I think, did you get all that you wanted to say?
I mean, she'll know what we're saying, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't exactly go, I love you, so.
All right. Okay. Okay, so you met Fleet last year, and since then you guys have become really close friends. So tell me about Fleet, what makes Fleet Fleet, and what you're going to miss about him.
Alright, well, Fleet is probably one of the most like outgoing, free-spirited people I've ever met in my life. He's just like willing to do anything. And I feel like he's had a really positive impact on the people around him, you know, like getting dressed in the morning. I'm like, should I wear this? No. And I'm like, would Fleet wear this? Yes. And then I put it on and I'm like, YOLO. You know, Fleet is the ultimate you only live once kind of guy. Like walking on the ledges of buildings that are like 10 stories high, like it's insane. And yeah, Fleet's just like so unbound. And I feel like that's really what makes Fleet. He's extreme Fleet. Yeah, he's also just like such a caring person. He's very understanding. Fleet can really...
Okay, keep talking.
All right, yeah. So Fleet is a very understanding person. He can really just... He's always there for you, offers good advice, understanding. You know, he doesn't judge. He really just accepts people for who they are, and that's a really awesome quality.
Okay, cut. Okay, so Keenan, I don't know. You've known him for 3 years since you're in off level, but you've only been friends with him, what now? Like junior, senior year?
Yeah, mostly junior year.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, junior year, I met Keenan, and I don't even remember how. I just like, it's like I didn't know him at all, and then we were really good friends like that, you know? So I guess, like, Keenan's just so easy to talk to, so happy all the time, great sense of style. You know, like, he's just fun to hang out with. I feel like me and Keenan connect on this level because Keenan's just so easygoing and, like, relaxed, and he's really always just, like, laid back and willing to do whatever, and awesome playwright, really determined. You know, when he wants to get something done, he'll get it done, which is, like, a really awesome quality to have in a friend because, you know, he's always there for me. If I need his help with something, he gives it, you know, and he gives it his all. You know, his plays are awesome. He's very creative. We have we laugh about everything. We have a very similar sense of humor. You know, we laugh at the serious and we laugh at the funny. And we cry at the serious and we cry at the funny. You know, I don't know. It's just like Keenan just brings this energy that's really just like easy to like go off of, I guess. You know, he's very easy to be around.
Okay, that's good. Cut. Wesley, you have literally known Wesley since you guys are babies, and now you're going off to college, different colleges. Mm-hmm. So how do you feel about that?
Well, me and Wesley have known each other forever. You know, we've lived in the same house in the same neighborhood, or not lived in the same houses. We've lived right next to each other, you know, and we've always been like in this walking distance. You know, we'd hang out from like young age. We're pretending, doing ridiculous things in his backyard, like playing with sticks and stuff, and it's been kind of awesome to go through this with Wesley. Like, Wesley's just such an awesome person to be around because he's so happy and he's so energetic. And, you know, it's the same thing of, like, when we used to play games with sticks and pretending they're swords to now where we're playing around on stage with plastic swords. It's the same thing, you know? And so it's really been awesome to, like, go through this whole just like transformation through our lives. You know, like we've been through the worst parts of our lives together, we've been through the best parts of our lives together so far, and Wesley's just really been like, you know, he's been there for me, and you know, he's pretty much a brother to me. And yeah, I mean, Wesley's just a really awesome guy. He's just so easy to get along with, such a bright personality, so accepting, and yeah, I mean, there's a million things I can say about Wesley that would take a lot longer than 1 minute. But I'm glad I've gotten to go through everything with Wes. He's been really awesome.
Okay, Cap. Okay, Maddy, you have been friends with Becca for, 4 years now?
Yeah.
So tell me all about Becca. What is she like?
Becca is brilliant. Literally brilliant.
when I like don't know what's going on, half the time I don't know what my homework is. I don't know when something is due. I don't know when I have to go for like to meet for a club or anything. She's always on top of me. She's like my best friend and like God at the same time. And also, she's just like beautiful. Have you ever looked at her? Those curls. Her makeup is perfect. Her sense of style. Like she shops. Her style is impeccable. And here's a funny little story. Before I even knew her, we were at the like orientation or whatever before freshman year, and I saw her. I was like, wow, that girl looks really cool. And so I found her on Facebook, and I wrote on her wall, and I was like, hi, I didn't really introduce myself, but I watched you from afar and thought you were really cool, so we should be friends. And then we were. So happily ever after.
Cut. Go ahead.
Paige Zubel. PZ. She is my rock. I tell her everything. She's like my mother, but not. Okay, wait, no, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that.
Okay, go ahead.
So you're just gonna cut. Okay,
just say whatever you want.
Okay. She, like, I feel like I can tell her anything. Like, I could tell her that, you know, I'm a stripper at night, and she'd be like, "That's okay, Maddy." she would accept me literally if I did anything. She's also like a firecracker. Like, she is not afraid to tell you when you're wrong. And I like that about people. I like someone to tell me to my face honestly. You know, I don't like people that are just, oh yeah, that was great, when really they thought that I was a piece of shit. And Paige, she's composed. Like, she knows when it's appropriate to act a certain way. Oh God, this is so hard. Oh, I can't do this. Okay, Paige Zubel. And it's funny that we're friends because Maddy Octor, Zubel Z. So from A to Z, you'll always be friends. And she's so talented. Like, I mean, it's insane how talented she is. She'll do like 5 minutes of preparation and then get on stage and it looks like she's put in like 50 hours of work. She just has that natural gift, and, you know, I'm very jealous of her about that. And she's so well spoken, you know? She can say anything and make it sound right, even if it's wrong. But most of the time, she is right. She has many talents, many talents. And she's helped me a lot along the way. And so I love her for that.
Okay, cut.
I think Carolina is a great person.
Okay, Carolina Trevino. She is just perfect in every way. Seriously, she's so funny. Like, I wish I could be even like 1% of that and have that humor. Okay, Carolina, cut this when you see this, because that was stupid. Don't do that. No, but Carolina, we were friends freshman year, and I really don't remember how we met, but we just kind of clicked. And I don't know how that happened, but we did. And again, I can go to her and ask her anything about myself, like, was that good, or what should I have done in this situation? And she will tell me straight. And I like that. I like people that are honest with me. If you see the people I'm friends with, you'll know why I'm friends with them, because they are honest and they will tell me how it is. And they're nice about it. They're not rude. They're not like, hey, shouldn't have blah, blah, blah. They're really nice, you know? And so Carolina, like, her growth from freshman year until now is insane. Like, I remember her as a freshman, and she had some issues with the teachers, and they didn't think that, oh God, why am I saying this? Oh my God, why am I saying this? Anyway, she did so well in Big Love. Like, seriously, her performance in that was stunning. She was beautiful. She walked out on stage, and I was breathtaken. Like, I felt like I couldn't breathe for 2 seconds. I was like, who is this woman on the stage? And she can make wonderful films, and she's going to be this, like, amazing filmmaker, and I really respect her for that. I respect that, because filmmaking is, again, like so many other things, like politicians and stuff, women, it's so hard for them to get that line of work nowadays, and she wants to push the boundaries that have been set, and she wants to be like, I'm going to be this amazing female filmmaker, and I'm going to be awesome and make these revolutionary films. And, you know, she always gives me good movies to watch, and I love that. And we've had so many, you know, exciting car rides together where bad things have happened because of my bad driving, and she's always there to, you know, help me through it. So Carolina Trevino, one of my best buds. I will miss her dearly.
So Olivia, talk to me a bit about Sam. When you think of Sam, what comes to mind first?
Well, Sam and I have been best friends for a pretty long time, about since 4th grade. And he is just one of the kindest people that I know. But he's also very sassy, but he's a lovable jerk. It's a lovable sass. And basically what I have to say about Sam is that he's an incredible best friend, and he's an incredible person to be around, and he is hilarious, and he will make you laugh so easily. And I love him very, very much.
Okay, that's Olivia, tell me a bit about Wesley. What characteristics make Wesley Wesley?
Well, Wesley and I what do I say about him? He is just one of the he is a crazy person. He's crazy to be around. Whenever you're around him, you're just running around and having a crazy fun old time. And I know he's known for being, he's just so talented. He really can do anything. He's a beautiful singer and actor, and I know that he's going to have a great career just because of all the stuff he can do. And I'm so glad that I got to meet him and be his friend and just know him for the past 4 years, because he's an incredible person.
Okay, Kat. Talk to me about Easlynn. What Easlynn is crazy, right? So just she's a pretty funny, beautiful girl. So how do you feel about Easlynn?
Well, Easlynn Lee is one of the sweetest people ever. I mean, she is selfless. She has done so many things for me, and I don't. There's a phone ringing.
Just go.
She's a beautiful girl. First of all, she is gorgeous, and she's probably one of the most selfless people I've ever met. She has done so many things for me, and she has helped me in so many ways, and I can't thank her enough for being one of my really good friends for the past 4 years, because she's so special. And I know that whatever she majors in college, and whatever college she goes to, it's going to be the right fit for her, and she's going to succeed in life. She's going to have an amazing future.
Okay.
Thumbs up. So, Noah, he is a really cool person to talk to. He knows a lot of stuff and really weird things, and you always have fun conversations with him, and whatever he says, it just kind of blows your mind every time. And I love how he's always talking about cars and bicycles and hiking Appalachian trails. Noah is just one of the most ridiculous people I've ever met, and I love it.
Kat, that's really good. Who is just this crazy individual, super incredibly talented.
Oh my goodness.
So just tell me a few things about him.
Oh my god, Maya Critchlow. I don't even know where to start. Okay, so I met her and Morgan when we auditioned for PVA, and I remember we were sitting in what is now Mr. Sanders' room, and they were kind of having us, I think it was callbacks actually, but we were being like held there until we did our callback individually. And I remember us sitting there and we just started singing like a random song, and we sang the entire song, and then you kind of get close to people that you meet there, and then you stop talking to them. And then when I came to PVA, Maya was definitely one of the first people that I got like really close to, and we've kind of gone through these phases where we're close and then we're not as close, and we're close and we're not as close. But Maya's always been that person that's just like an instant pick me up. She's always got some crazy story or some like insane advice that probably would never make sense in real life. But I'm sure in Maya's head everything like makes sense and everything works out perfectly. And I think the thing that people don't really know about Maya is that she's actually like really, really intuitive, and she has these ideas that are so intense, but she definitely, everything that she says and everything she does comes from a genuinely good place. And her efforts to make a friend are always genuine, and like anything she does, even when it's like super annoying, is, you know, she's just being a genuine person. It's just her, and you just kind of like take it. And like if, you know, 20 years from now, I can definitely see Maya being some amazing superstar or like some bohemian actress, like totally like Maureen, except like all the good things about Maureen from Rent, but like not all like the, hey, I'm crazy and I'm kind of a terrible person stuff. I think she's one of the people that I definitely want to see at our 10-year reunion, and just kind of see how far she's gone, especially seeing how far that how much she's grown since the time I met her, and seeing her now. I definitely know that she's gonna grow and do like completely amazing stuff. I think everyone should just watch out for that, because it's coming. Okay. Woohoo!
So let's start off with Emily, who you've become close friends with this year, right?
Yeah.
So tell me about Emily.
We were kind of close last year, not as much as this year. I think because I kind of switched over to doing the tech side of things, I got to know her a lot better. Emily's pretty much the craziest person ever. She's definitely one of the people who, no matter how much you piss her off or you're mean to her or whatever, if you ask her to do something for you, she's definitely going to do it, and she won't complain about it. And she doesn't get as much credit as she should for a lot of the things that she does behind the scenes, and even in general for anyone. She's kind of done a lot for me this year, actually, because I've been kind of off the walls. But she's definitely someone I think is a long-term friend, and someone who I feel really kind of captures what it means to be a good person. And you kind of say like, oh, so-and-so is so sweet, but like Emily actually she just does stuff for people that she doesn't have to, and she goes out of her way to make everything really great for everyone, even if she's not going to get the credit that she should get for it. So I guess that's it on Emily. Woohoo!
Okay. All right. So last but not least, Savannah is just like the
God.
quirkiest girl. She like has these ridiculous outfits, and she's just like incredibly intelligent, and she's just amazing and talented. So tell me about Savannah.
Oh my God, Savannah Emerald Scarterville. Okay. Oh my gosh. So we got really close after Eurydice. Like, you know, being stoned with somebody, you kind of get to be close to them. And I don't know, there's so many things about Savannah that are just so like interesting. Like the fact that she like, I don't know. Oh my God, what do I even say about Savannah? She's really passionate. It's kind of scary almost when she's excited about something and she's like trying to get you to understand it. It's almost like being like grabbed by the shoulders and like shaken a little bit. But if you were to talk to her about anything about fashion from like the 1930s, anything that she feels she knows very well, she knows it. She definitely knows her stuff. And she's okay with you not liking the same things that she does, or you not agreeing with her, but she's very opinionated, and she's going to tell you her opinion. She's going to respect your opinion, and I like that a lot about Savannah. She's also a really good person for advice, which I found recently, especially junior year. We, bonded over the fact that we did our nails the same way, but throughout all of that in like Mr. Sanders' class, we had, this bond of she had her art and I wrote, and we just kind of like meshed. And whenever there was something that I felt like I couldn't say, or something that I was confused about, or something that was bothering me, it was always Savannah who was just right there, who completely understood, what I was going through, and what I was interested in and what was going on with me, and was able to translate that into her own art. So it was kind of cool to like see, little art pieces that she, has in her sketchbook that are like about me. And so like, hey, that's what I was trying to say. You got it. And just, some of the stuff she does is really, really intense. Like she made her prom dress. If you haven't seen it, she made her prom dress and James's his jacket, and it's like made out of a shower curtain. Like, who does stuff like that? Like Savannah, she just does stuff like that, and it's really, really interesting. And I'm so, I'm really glad that I got to know her, because I was really scared of her when I first met her. Like, it was really bad. But I'm really glad I got the chance to get to know her and get close to her and kind of understand how her world works, even, if it's just like a little glimpse of it.
All right, cut. Our news hour, right?
Yes.
And she's just this like amazing, sweet girl. Yes. Just tell me about Becca. She's so cute.
She is. She's one of the sweetest people I know, and she has such a cool like style. She's so stylish, but it's so like, I don't know. She's kind of almost like an underdog. Like, she's not really somebody who a majority of the people are like, oh, always talking about Becca and Becca's successes. But then she like turns around and she does these awesome things every day, and she's just such a great person to be around. And she's so positive, and she doesn't even really, it doesn't seem like she even really has to try, because that's just who she is. And working with her in our news hour was so much fun, because she was a director, but she wasn't ever rude, if that makes sense, which is surprising for a director. I don't know. Not saying that my directors are rude, but anyway. But she's also very humble, which is, I think, is important, especially being an actress. She's one of the few people I know who are as down to earth as she is, which is important. But yeah, and she's also very creative. She comes up with lots of different ideas, and she's really good about, being open-minded about everybody else's ideas, which is important as a director and as a person.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. Cut. Talk to me about Lisa.
I feel like Lisa is strives for excellence in everything she does, whether it's academic or theater or anything. She strives for perfection, and that's a really important thing to have when you're aspiring to be as successful as she is. And I know she will be. That's one of the things I'm really excited about, is to see how far she goes with her journalism. And I know she says she doesn't really think she's going to do theater again, but I don't know. If she does, I feel like she can succeed at anything she wants. She puts her mind to, because whatever she starts to do, she really goes for it. And I think she can be successful in everything she does.
Okay. So tell me about Paige. How do you feel about her? She's this really great girl. She writes plays, and she directs and does all these crazy things, and she's a very vivacious lady. So what can you tell me about Paige? What are you going to miss about her?
Oh, what am I going to miss about her? Oh my goodness, I'm going to miss those Facebook status. No, I get to see those, I guess, all the time still. I guess one of the things I'm going to miss the most is having someone who knows me as well as she does not judge me, because she knows a lot more than a lot of people here do, and she still is really there for me and stuff. So I'm gonna miss having a type of person like that when I'm away. And I'm gonna miss having Rabbit Foot Productions to go to and to be a part of, because I was a part of the first two, and that was a great experience. So I want to miss them. And yeah, just all of her ambition and spunk when it comes to playwriting and her production company and her work and all of the different things that she's passionate about. It really rubs off. So, something I'm going to miss.
Okay. Sounds good.